And when he talks about identity, in the book, you talk about decide who you want to be and act from that identity immediately. Jeff, in your podcast, he talked about saying he wanted to become a writer and then starting to identify as a writer. And so do you want to just talk a little bit about that? Is the importance of acting from your identity?
I did a TEDx talk in Moldova, and TEDx and USAID sent me out there. So I did a Google startup grind talk for the people in Moldova, and I did the TEDx talk. If you don't know where Moldova is, it's right over there by Ukraine, Romania, and that whole area. Okay. So there was another speaker there, and her name was Syrah. Syrah is a Grammy award-winning rapper. And if you've ever heard of Skrillex or that song Bangarang, that's her. I don't know. Anyways, super cool. And I just started asking her story. And instead of getting into all the crazy details, I'll tell you a little bit, but like at some point she was selling her toys for her dad to get money, to buy drugs. And at some point her dad died. And at some point her mom was somewhere. And at some point she was homeless from the streets of New York and eventually in California. And she got into gangs. She was raped several times. She was running guns, the whole thing, man. And then one day she got this like voice in her head that told her she needed to be a rapper. She's a little white girl. And she goes to this place where they have these like battles where you like rap and then you get booed off the stage or whatever. And she started doing that every Thursday in LA. Booed off every time. Then these other cool rapper guys took her aside and said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm a rapper." And they taught her how to rap, and they taught her all kinds of just things about life and being a person. And they just really like loved her up. Long story short, she became a Grammy award-winning rapper. The reason this story is important, and there's way more to it, obviously, is that she never had the chance to go to school and learn philosophies about music. She never learned tap dance or ballet, let alone how to rap. She never went to a summer camp. She never had the opportunity for her parents to come watch her at a recital. She jumped over all of it out of necessity by, instead of saying, "I will become a rapper," she said, "I am a rapper." And from that future, she became it in the present. And it happened. Her story inspires me like more than any other story. She's amazing. And then I think of the juxtaposition of some dude in a corporation in a corner office who sat there for years, who's in a dark room playing solitaire on his computer, waiting for his next promotion. That person also just said, "I am this person." And he may have said, "I will become this president of this corporation." And he knew the ladder climb was such. You pay your dues. I am all for hard work. My grandpa taught me you don't ask someone to dig a ditch unless you're willing to dig it yourself. And this is not about not working. This is about working in alignment with your purpose and stepping into that person immediately instead of in the future. Because one, the future doesn't exist. You can't get there. You're only in the future in the present. It's just the way it works. Sorry. And in addition to that, it's actually a lot quicker to get there when you act as if from your future self. It's called future pacing. It's actually a lot quicker to get there when you act from it. So whatever it is you're wanting, instead of asking yourself, what do I need to do or how, I like to say, like, When you know who you want to be, you'll know what to do. This is about being, not even becoming.